Are you scared of snakes? If you are scared, you're scared for the same reasons why cats are scared of cucumbers. Back in our species' days of being hunter-gatherers, where we've spent the majority of our existence, those of us who went and picked up a beautiful venomous snake and got bit, died. And those who were scared of them survived and reproduced. So that's why you're scared of snakes. However, in the modern day, we have this thing called classification that allows us to tell if a snake is venomous or non-venomous. In the case of a coral snake combined with a milk snake who's evolved to look like a coral snake, there's a little cool trick you can do. It's a nice little nursery rhyme. If red touches yellow, you're a dead fellow. That means it's a venomous coral snake. If yellow touches black, you're okay, Jack. That means it's a milk snake and is fine to pick up. But if you're not sure, don't do it. Even if a snake is venomous, that's no excuse to kill it. In this video, I'm going to tell you 4 reasons why you should not kill snakes. I'm joined with my animal ambassador, Susan, who's a Colombian red-tailed boa, and does not care about my personal space bubble. The first reason why you shouldn't be killing snakes is they're more scared of you than you are of them. In fact, the majority of snake bites come from people trying to kill snakes or trying to capture them without proper training. If you're minding your own business, the snake will mind its own business, and you two can part ways and have a great day. In fact, rattlesnakes will actually rattle like to tell you that they're there and be like, hey, don't attack me, and I won't attack you. And if you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill it, yeah, that's gonna get you back. But if you do hear a rattlesnake, do not run in the opposite direction, because if there's one, there's going to be more, and you might run headfirst into another one. The second reason why you shouldn't be killing snakes is they get rid of pests. If 2 rats were left to breed unchecked, within a year, there would be 1,250 rats. But wait, there's more. If that same colony was allowed to grow unchecked, within 3 years, there would be 500 million rats. That's 500 million. So what's keeping the world from being overrun by rats like New York City? The simple answer is predators. No, not that kind. I'm talking about birds of prey, cats, and snakes. And while people tend to like birds and cats a lot more than snakes, snakes can get into little nooks and crannies that other animals simply cannot access. For example, when my brother and I were in high school and we were breeding rats, as your average high schoolers do, one of them got out and escaped. And it went into this little corner desk. There's a 1-inch gap between the desk and a wall. The rat went and hid in this tunnel, and it just wouldn't come out. We tried to lure it out with bait. It simply didn't work. Luckily, as a kid, I read The Lady Who Swallowed a Fly, so we sent Special Agent Delilah, our corn snake, in to go get the rat. Because she was a snake, she successfully weaseled her way through the crack into the area that we could not access. She then ate the rat, and boom, problem solved. She did take a 3-hour nap afterwards, but that was a nice exercise in patience for my brother and I. The third reason why you shouldn't kill snakes ties into the previous reason. Snakes reduce disease. For example, when Pope Gregory IX decided that cats were a sign of witchcraft, he ordered all cats in Rome massacred. The thing is, cats kill rats. And there's this thing going on at the time called the bubonic plague. And this plague is carried on fleas, which live on rats. So with the cat population cold, rats just exploded in numbers, spreading plague all through Rome. Now there's some conflicting reports on this, whether or not it happened, but it's a fun piece of trivia, even if it is pseudo-trivia. I'll link an article in the description. The point is, if you remove the predator from the scenario, the rodents will run rampant. Rodents carry diseases, which is why we don't want them touching our food, with the exception of Remy from Ratatouille. Point is, if a rodent like a rat is carrying a disease, and the snake eats the rat, bye-bye disease. The fourth and final reason why we shouldn't be killing snakes is they're just super nice. Take a look at Susan, for example. She hasn't bit me once during this entire altercation. Yes, she did constrict me a little bit, but that's just an extra strong hug from an extra strong animal ambassador friend. There is a few snakes that you should kill. These are invasive snakes. The best example is the Burmese pythons currently infesting the Everglades in Florida. They were a non-native species that was introduced, and they have no natural predators, and they're breeding out of control. There's even TV shows made about this epidemic. The problem with invasive species is they just can breed out of control. In this new environment, they usually have no natural predators, and they just breed and breed and breed, outcompeting all of the local life. This upsets the balance of the local ecosystem and can wreak havoc in areas that you don't even understand. Invasive species are a topic of their own video. The point is, if we can manage invasive species, we can restore balance to the ecosystem and make them perfectly balanced as all things should be. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Comment below what you think of snakes.